Hey guys, welcome back to season 2 of the Hooligan Hangout, your mom's favorite place to be. I'm your host, Edward, and along with my co-host, Anthony
Hey, I'm just happy to be here.
and Noah.
Okay, guys, so this week my therapist said that I have a preoccupation for revenge, but I mean, we'll see about that.
Oh, God. All right, remind me not to make Noah angry. All right, guys, and we're going to go ahead and jump right into our first game, Critics Are Crap, where we take random critic reviews off of a movie, and we'll try to guess the movie that they are talking about. Who wants to go first?
I would like to go first. I want to be the first
Anthony?
person.
Anthony, it's your turn.
I would like to go first.
Oh,
all right,
drat.
Anthony, you can go first.
Oh, you really want me to?
No, he just told you to.
Yeah. All right. This thrilling Disney tale could be considered by many one of Blank's best acting performances. This one is one of two things that really saved this film. Its interesting third act really surprised and entertained me, while I felt the middling chapter feel flat. Overall, though, a good film. Though I don't think it should be considered to be a blank % film, but I am okay at where it sits because of its legacy and success in starting a franchise.
Endgame.
Robin Hood.
What?
Avengers
Robin Hood.
Endgame.
Neither.
Avengers.
No.
Oh, freaking Star Wars.
No.
Go on, then.
Okay, here's another review. Though a bit long, Blank is an exciting, fun film worth watching. Blank's performance as the main character is one of the most memorable in all of cinema. His charismatic Blank alone makes his movie great. Perhaps just as great as his performance is the soundtrack. Blank creates a universe in this film score. Overall, this is a cinematic experience worth having.
Black Panther.
Nope. That's a good guess.
The Lion King. I don't know.
Nope.
Trying to think of a Disney movie with a good soundtrack.
They all have good soundtracks. That's the thing.
Oh my God. Is it Hamilton?
Nope.
Okay. You say soundtrack.
I didn't know that was Disney.
Yeah. Well, I think of it as Disney just because it's on Disney Plus.
Is it The Greatest Showman?
No, I would not focus on the Disney part of it.
But you said Disney. Okay.
I was about to say, what do you mean?
I'm giving you a hint, but I would just say don't think of it. Don't let that be your main focus.
Okay. Disney owns everything, so.
So what should be the main focus?
I'll just read one more. Okay. Blank reminds me of a vintage MGM musical, a movie that is more choreographed than directed, and one that serves up good, clean fun of the PG-13 variety.
So you chose a musical.
Yeah, it's a lot of singing.
To give Noah a point, huh?
La La Land?
What? No.
You said MGM.
High School Musical.
High School Musical.
No.
I thought you were about to say yes.
I thought that was right. Wait a second.
I'll pick out some of this other reviews along, so I'll just pick up parts of it. It says, the set looks amazing. The props look completely authentic, and it's just so much fun. She said, I have to admit, if it weren't for Blank, it wouldn't even be at half as good, but the fact that he is there makes all other aspects of the movie even better.
Bro. What movie?
I think you're gonna have to start dropping actors' names because, I
can't.
I have no clue what
you say.
What do you mean
you say Disney? It'll give it away, huh?
Yeah.
I think when you said you shouldn't have said Disney because that's tripping us out.
Bro, I'm broke right now. I can't. I have no clue.
You want me to just tell you?
No, it's a point game. We need to guess.
Yeah, that's how come I said start dropping actors or something, because at least that way it's first person to think of it. You don't even have to drop the main actors, dropping side actors.
So going back to that same review where it's like, I have to admit, if it weren't for this actor, it wouldn't be even half as good, but the fact that he is there makes all other aspects of the movie, including Will Turner and Elizabeth Swann's love story, even better.
I don't know who those people are.
Neither do I. Oh my god.
Let's see. Okay, I only have
Kim Possible the
what
movie.
has now become a multi-billion-dollar franchise once started as an ambitious risk by Disney.
And it's not
It's
Iron
not
Man?
Nope.
Marvel.
$1 billion. What other
Let's see.
Mickey Mouse?
Make a feature-length film based on a ride at your theme park. That just doesn't seem like something logical to do at the time. However, with the talented group
Wonderland.
of actors,
Based on a ride at your theme park.
a blank, and one hell of a music score, the first blank is an absolute joy on all fronts.
I don't know, Fantasia. Something
No. I have it on the top of my head. Oh my god, I have it.
freaking
Son of I'm gonna be so pissed if you think of it first, Noah. I know what it is, but I can't think of the name.
Did I say Avatar?
Yeah, I don't know if you said that, but no.
Okay.
So
I know it.
the actors that I gave earlier, but they weren't actors. They're
And it's
like
not
characters.
Wonderland?
No, it's not Wonderland. Did y'all hear me though?
No.
Yeah. I
Or
did.
yeah, sorry.
Yeah. They are not actors.
Will Turner.
I know there's a ride. Oh. I know it. I'm just trying to think of the ride. No, son of Oh.
This is about 45 minutes too long, but it still holds up as a rousing old school adventure movie like you might have gotten with Errol Flynn back in the day.
You're gonna have to drop the main actor. You're in a sec, dog.
No, as soon as I drop the main actor, y'all are gonna get it.
Well, that's the point.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. This has gone on too long.
Johnny Depp.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Alice in Wonderland.
Yep.
Oh.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Well, yeah, Alice in Wonderland. Oh, he was in that, right?
Yeah, he was Mad Hatter.
I bet you feel like fools now.
Yeah, I do.
Not really.
Not.
I didn't know that was a ride first, honestly.
I didn't either. That's like not what I thought of when I thought of rides.
I also didn't know it was $1 billion franchise. I didn't think they did that well.
Yeah, I know they've made a lot of movies, but I didn't think they did that well.
Yeah. Oh, well, you learn something new every day, huh?
May I go next?
Yes,
do
sir,
it.
You may.
All right, let's do this. Okay. Let's see where we can start. I'm trying to find a good one that can really help you out for a little bit.
You ever drink water to avoid coughing and then the water makes you cough?
I think I do that all the time, bro.
Except it's not water that you're putting in your mouth, huh?
Okay. Okay, Blank is a joyous celebration of storycraft and the visual possibilities of cinema. Blank had set his sights on taking the technology of film where no one had gone before, and he delivers. Blank is stunning. Blank and blank.
Avatar.
Yeah.
Dang. Nice.
We'll give it away.
You were just talking about how the technology was advanced at the time, and that was the only thing that I could think of. Or that was the first thing that I thought of when I heard of advanced filmmaking technology.
GG, you got it first try. Now it is your turn.
Sick. All right. Sure, there's enough here to divert small people away for a while, but their parents would do well to bring blindfold and earplugs.
So it's a kid movie that parents can't stand.
Another
Is
one.
it Fortnite?
Yes, Fortnite on ice.
It's a movie. Go ahead. Sorry.
File this one away next to the live-action Alvin and the Chipmunks, Yogi Bear, and the live-action Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Is it
It's
Cats?
nothing we haven't seen before. No.
Ooh, it's not Cats. But it's
do you
animated
think
adaptation of something. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No.
Let's go for another one.
I'll save that one for later. Jim Carrey is old and washed up.
What, Jim? Oh, the freaking Sonic the Hedgehog?
Yes.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
The one that I was saving for later was I like the old design better with a 1-star review.
What? That guy's tripping.
It took me a long time to find bad reviews for this movie, though. So
The one where it said the parents plug their ears and stuff. What?
Jim Carrey has lost it. He's fading away. I cannot believe you, buddy. Buddy in. Everybody go flame this man.
I'm about to flame him. Right after this, because y'all know what time it is?
It's news time.
It is news time. All right, this week we're going to start off with some theater news first. AMC and Universal's feud is finally over. They've reached a massive multi-year agreement. And this might change films, and for Universal, at least for a while. I don't really like it, but they're allowing AMC to show their theatrical releases, but after 17 days, it's going to hit video on demand as well.
That's not long at all.
I, for one, applaud that, because that means I think that's probably the best middle ground that they could find.
Oh yeah, no, it's good middle ground.
I think that's a great business strategy. That's pretty sick, honestly.
If you want to wait about 3 weeks, then you can watch it at home.
14 days, that's 2 weeks.
I said about 3, 2.5.
Same thing.
But I'm a moviegoer. I like to go to the theater, so it's probably not for me unless it's like it's one of those movies that you didn't see and then it's on demand. You're like, why not?
Well, it's one of those things where you can go see it once at the theaters and enjoy it, and then we can rewatch it again without having to spend the $10 for the ticket or whatever.
And the $50 for the snacks.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so I didn't have much news about this part because I didn't know when this was coming out. It's been like in the loop for a while. The Snake Eyes movie, the G.I. Joe Snake Eyes movie, was delayed to 2021 and it has no official release date. And if it was delayed to 2021, when was it supposed to come out? I guess this year?
I didn't know they were making a Snake Eyes movie, dude. I love Snake Eyes. He's like my favorite G.I. Joe ever.
Dude, Snake Eyes is the legendary G.I. Joe. White Shadow was pretty cool too.
I know that most people think that G.I. Joe movie was a terrible movie, but I really love that movie.
Oh, I did too. The first one, the second one was okay.
They made a second one?
G.I. Joe Retaliation, right?
I didn't know that. Now I have something to go watch later.
I swear they did. Unless I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, drop an L in the comments. Christopher Nolan's Tenet, because he refuses it to be video on demand, which I don't blame him because he's a master filmmaker. It's going to be released officially internationally in over 70 countries on August 26th, except for the US because they can't control their corona problem.
We can't keep it in our pants.
Oh, darn.
Yeah. They were saying different like reviewers and articles. They're like, well, US couldn't handle it, so they don't get to see Tenet.
Wow. It's the worst punishment ever.
However,
it's worse than dying.
However, they want to open Tenet to select US cities. I'm assuming small cities over Labor Day weekend, September 4th, which I don't know if that means it'll be open like for weeks and weeks after that or just that weekend.
Hopefully week after.
Why would we ever be so lucky to get something here, huh?
We're probably not going to get it here, but so we're going to have to wait.
What if Anthony gets it?
I doubt it.
He's going to talk about it on the pod and spoil it. We're going to go into Disney. There's a new Pixar film, and it is going to be set in Italy, and it's following a boy named Luca, which the movie's named after.
What's it about?
Yeah.
It really just said Luca. It's going to be based on Luca and him going on an adventure. Like, there's not much on it yet.
Huh. I'm down for that.
I was like, cool.
Pixar makes some pretty good movies.
I saw some of the art on it already, like cover and stuff. It looks really, really nice, especially because it's set in Italy.
Interesting.
So I'm sure they'll capture it really well. We have some Netflix. We have a lot of Netflix news because they're trying to get on top of the game while theaters are closed. There's going to be a follow up to probably the cheese fest of the century, The Kissing Booth. It's going to get a third film scheduled for 2021, and I think the sequel had just released last week.
Whenever you said Cheese Fest, I thought you were about to say they were about to release Wallace and Gromit.
I wish that's better than that movie. But yeah, the cornball fest of the year. So that's all we got to say. There's
Shots fired.
Did y'all ever watch The Witcher yet on Netflix?
Not
No,
yet.
not yet.
God, y'all are missing out. That's such a good show. But anyways, they're already announcing a prequel series to it.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
It's gonna
What's it gonna be about?
It's gonna be titled The Witcher: Blood Origin. It's gonna be set 1,200 years in the past, and it's gonna follow the very first Witcher. And apparently, it's in 6 parts, so it's only gonna be like 6 episodes.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, I didn't know if they were going full on series or just a limited, but limited's kind of cool. They're also creating an adult animated Splinter Cell series, and they're having John Wick writer Derek Kolstad write and produce it. And it's set for 2 seasons and with a 16 episode order, so about 8 episodes per season.
Huh. That sounds pretty cool.
Splinter Cell.
I'm really excited for that one.
Why?
Did you not play like the game?
I have not.
Dude, Splinter Cell is a dope ass game.
Mhm.
Tom Clancy's, but what's it called? I kind of wanted it to be live action, but I don't mind it being animated. Live action just because they can do some real John Wick crap with that.
Yeah, but I think that's the issue is that if they did a live action one, to be like, oh, it's just like John Wick and James Bond mixed together, or it's just like what's Tom Cruise Mission Impossible? Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah. Plus, the budget would probably have to go way up.
Mhm.
But no, Netflix has some cool stuff in store. They also bought the rights to a popular Reddit horror story titled "My Wife and I Bought a Ranch." It was a 7-figure deal.
Oh my god!
To buy the rights to that story.
Uploading something to Reddit and then Netflix hits you with the, hey, you want a couple mil under the table, and you can say that we wrote it for you, huh?
Do they probably offered them like way less than that. You want 100,000? Make it $1 million. Oh, what?
Deal.
Done.
But so it's probably gonna be a feature film, and I was actually doing some research on the actual story. It's a pretty long story. It's in 5 parts, and
was it a good story though?
Probably, if it's so popular. I'm assuming it's probably pretty intense.
Well, yeah, but Reddit people.
That's true. Sorry, Reddit.
No offense. Sorry.
But yeah, it's in about 5 parts, and I even looked up some YouTube videos of like people, like the people that actually read Reddit stories and stuff, and they're all like at least 4 hours long. So
I guess it's like just a novel at that point.
Yeah, so they're gonna have to cut it down a bit, which I'm sure they will. But yeah, no, that's kind of crazy. And
sounds sick to me.
Like y'all said, imagine writing a story like that. One day Netflix just hits you with that milli deal.
I'm gonna start writing stories.
Finish your story, Edward.
Improv. What story?
The freaking Tiger Man or whatever.
Oh, I can't do that anymore. I'll definitely get copyrights I'm flagged by freaking Marvel. Y'all have no way of knowing this, but I started writing a book like before Black Panther was even announced to be a thing, and like the first chapter, like opening action scene that I wrote described was basically that first that first trailer scene that you see in Black Panther.
Yeah, no lie.
The one where he drops out the plane and starts tearing up those people because they kidnap the kidnappers or whatever. That's like shot for shot exactly what I had wrote out.
Yeah, he has receipts too.
Yeah, I have the timestamp so I can show it was before the first trailer came out. So like I don't know what to do about it now. It's kind of sitting there.
Hey, Netflix is all knowing. They probably just stole that idea from you.
It wasn't Netflix.
It was Marvel. Black Panther.
That's what. I thought you said. I don't know what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
All knowing. Disney, Netflix, all those.
The major big.
Yeah, they hacked my
all your
Google Docs account and was like,
This sounds
yes,
good.
trailer shot.
We have more news on Tom Cruise's movie with Elon Musk for the freaking space movie. It'll be $200 million. And I didn't know that he actually got these people on board, but NASA and SpaceX are actually going to help him make it.
Yeah, I knew that before. I knew before that they said that he was working with Elon Musk to get it fixed.
But what,
And that's when I knew it was going to happen when Elon Musk got involved. I was like, oh, it's happening now.
what makes me what's it called? Interested is like if he's actually going into space, actually shooting that stuff. Like, is he actually going to have to be trained like an engineer, like an astronaut, or what? Like, it's kind of
Well, I think
crazy.
he's going to have to be just trained to
sit
be able
there.
for his body to be able to go. And I definitely think they're going to send a team of trained, like actual astronauts. I think he's more just a passenger going along for the ride.
All the cinematographers have to go up there.
Oh my God.
It's going to be a lot of people.
Yeah.
Bro, that's going to be sick to watch, though.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
It's going to be sick to know it's not green screen.
Right.
But I hope everyone stays safe.
I'm going to laugh whenever they're like, all right, we need this shot of him doing this. And they go try to do it in space and then it doesn't work. And they're like, movie's canceled, guys. Can't do the main shot.
Nah, that'd be scary.
That would suck, though, if it got canceled.
Tom Cruise will do anything, though.
He will.
That's true.
They'll be like, hey, do you want to do a spacewalk or a space dive? Like where they jump into orbit?
He's like, yeah,
He's
sure.
like, yeah, sure, why not?
And then the final scene, do you want me to jump towards the freaking gravity of the Earth and fall all the way down?
Yeah, sure, why not? Oh, I'm done.
All right, so next we have, I'm sorry if I mispronounced her name, Issa Rae and Jordan Peele. They're teaming up to direct a movie based on a short story called Sinkhole, which is all I know about it right now is it's about a sinkhole in the backyard.
Well, Jordan Peele's 2 for 2, so
see, that's what I was thinking. I was like
2 for 2 on bangers still.
He only
I don't know how it's gonna turn out, but okay.
He only directs bangers. Well, it's a short story, so I want to assume it's gonna be like an hour and a half, and I'm sure they'll make it interesting because if I feel like the sinkhole will be really mysterious enough to draw viewers in.
Maybe it's like
an alien down there. Yeah. Next movie we have the Mega Man movie landed the Batman rider, and apparently they're promising some big news pretty soon. I don't know if it means a trailer or actual director or what.
Bro, petition to have Anthony be Mega Man.
I'll do it.
He could do it too. He really could.
I think he could. I think he could do it. I think he'd be a great Mega Man.
Shoot off all the Space Invaders, Anthony. We have Emmy nominations came in this week, and I just wanted to highlight two of the most notable ones. This was a surprise to me. The Mandalorian actually got 15 Emmy nominations.
Holy crap.
And HBO's Watchmen led the way with 26.
I saw that one, and I thought that was insane. I didn't know The Mandalorian got that many either. Holy crap.
I never thought there'd be so much respect for a Star Wars thing.
Honestly. Or a superhero thing.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, Watchmen gets kind of political.
Well, yeah, but I mean, overall, it's a superhero thing.
Yeah. No, but I thought that was like, I hope they win. Crazy. I hope they win, honestly. I think Baby Yoda
Breaking
did it
news, The Mandalorian and Watchmen seal up every Emmy possible.
Every single nomination.
Every category.
After that's done, we have the rumor mill this week. We have 3 different things that are going on. First off, Emilia Clarke is supposedly the front runner to play Zatanna in HBO Max's Justice League Dark reboot. But previously they were saying she might replace Mira if Amber Heard's gone.
I think she would be a good replacement for Mira, but I would like to see her as Zatanna.
Yeah, I do too.
I'd rather see her as Zatanna, but I'm okay with Mira.
I think I'd rather see Zatanna because she's just never really been done live action.
Exactly. I think I'm more excited to see that.
But also, what about Justice League Dark reboot? It's going to be through Bad Robot production company.
Oh, okay. Like, all I got to say is if you can't recast Constantine at this point.
No, you can't. I wish I forgot. I remembered his name, but you can't replace him. The actor for it. we do have some Disney Plus news as well. They're thinking about, or rumor has it, there's going to be a sequel to Solo, but they're just going to release it on Disney Plus. It's not going to be in theaters.
It's going to be called Duo.
Shut up. I think, I don't know if y'all liked Solo. I thought it was a pretty solid movie for what it was. I really liked Donald Glover.
I thought it was okay. Apparently, a lot of people hate it, though.
No,
I didn't see it.
I think the big thing about the hate was people thought since Harrison Ford's not Solo, they like absolutely were not going to watch it. Like a lot of people boycotted it just because Harrison Ford wasn't going to be Solo.
What do they want him to do? He's an old man.
What were they expecting?
I know. I honestly, I felt so bad for the actor that played Han Solo because what's he gonna do? Like,
He's just like,
just to take all that hate.
Pretty much.
But
that's what Jared Leto did.
Right. But even then, Solo, I think Solo was a good movie, but
I didn't think it was bad.
It got overshadowed by the media and so all the hate that it kind of flopped.
Yeah, that makes sense. We saw that together, didn't we?
We probably did. I don't remember though. It's been a while. Last thing for the rumor mill, Patty Jenkins, director of the first two Wonder Woman films, to close out the trilogy, the third Wonder Woman film might be her last.
That means I better not make any more Wonder Woman films because someone else is going to go in and ruin everything she set up.
She's already established so much. Like, I already know that the second movie is going to be good just from the trailers. So you can just tell.
Bro, it looks insane.
And
I can't imagine what a third one would look like.
I know. And she's doing everything right so far. So I really trust her, like, to do Wonder Woman justice.
That makes me not want to trust anyone else, even though that's probably really invalid, but...
All right, so now we're going to get into our movie review, but before we do that, we're going to cut to our sponsor for the week.
Let me talk to you about Squarespace.
All right, so you got a lot of hair on your balls. Let me talk to you about Manscaped.
You look like Anthony. Let me talk to you about facial reconstruction.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, Anthony. I don't know why I went there.
Okay, are we ready?
I couldn't think of something funny to say. I'm sorry, Anthony. That was mean.
Antonio.
I'll make it up to you later.
All right, we good?
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. All right, so for this week, we are talking about the movie Palm Springs, which is a Hulu exclusive, directed by Max Barbacow, starring Andy Samberg, Kristen Milioti as Sarah. I hope that's how you say her last name. Camila Mendes as Tala, which is not as important, but in this movie is basically about Andy Samberg's character Niles. He gets stuck in a time loop and he's been in there for a long time, and this other girl comes into a time loop as well, and they're two wedding guests, but they start to develop a romance while they're living the same day over and over. So where do y'all want to start? What y'all think about it?
I couldn't get over the fact that Superman was a bride.
I know. No spoilers. I was gonna say something. No spoilers.
I said the bride. I meant the groom. What the hell? Yep, Superman was a bride. Plot twist: it was a gay wedding. Sorry.
But I think
I really, really enjoyed this movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think I really liked it.
I did too.
It exceeded expectations.
I going into it, I think it kind of got me because I kind of dig the time loop movies, and this one did it differently than the other ones have, so it was kind of a fresh taste.
Yeah, like whenever Noah was talking about it to try to get us to watch it, I was really skeptical because I was like, sci-fi romance comedy, what the but it did it really well. I like the main actor. He was the guy who was in Hot Rod, right?
Yeah, he's in Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I haven't seen that, but that's where I recognized him from. So I knew he was a funny actor. The moment I saw him wake up, I was like, "Oh, it's going to be a good one."
No, that's why I like that he was in it, because I was like, "Oh, he's in it. It has to be a funny movie."
Bro, it was funny, dude. Like the comedy in this movie was spot on for what I was looking for. Like it was super goofy, and it was really good in its serious moments, and it was they did the time loop stuff really well. Like, it's a way where it felt outlandish, but it didn't make the movie characters feel like fake,
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. Like, it did the time loop thing in a way where it didn't overtake everything. Like, they didn't spend the time like, oh, it was this magical force or whatever. They just kind of used it as a plot device.
Yeah.
And it worked really well.
And it really pushed the story. Even when was interesting was Niles, he differentiates because he's been in this time loop like for a long time. And what's crazy is that he gets so used to it that we see in other time loop movies is they're trying to find a way out. Like, it shows how they got there, and then it shows that they're trying to find a way out through the movie. That's the plot. But this one, it shows he's just living life through the time loop.
He's just kind of vibing. He's
Yeah,
like,
he
nothing matters.
I think that's how, like, almost like a real person would react. Like, they'd fight, like, the girl, I forgot what her name was. Sarah, like, they'd fight, try to find a way out at first, and then after a while, most people would probably just give up, and start living like Niles did. Just kind of, however.
And the thing that I liked about Niles, just like living not the good life necessarily, but living just life how it is he finds out so many different things that happened during that day, and he just does whatever, no consequences.
He's just kind of vibing. He's like, well, I found out what would happen if I would, like, pull my pants down in the middle of a wedding. Got to find out what would happen if I did that.
I like the first scene when he's like the guy bends over and he just jumps over him and, takes the glass and gives it back to the girl. You know what I'm talking about? That first.
Yeah, where he's just being smooth as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very, I also like that we understand why he falls in love with the girl at first, because that's like the only woman that will understand the time loop and what he's going through on a daily basis.
How long do y'all think he was stuck in there?
Or he had to be stuck in there at least a few years, honestly.
I was thinking at least 5.
Damn, it's a long time.
Because
I was probably thinking 5 years too, because in order for you to completely forget your sense of time, in order for you to forget what you were doing before you got stuck there to begin with, there would have had to been significant amount of time gone.
Yeah. And I think that they didn't really force the romance either, because at first they were like friends, and then we just find out so many different things, and then they start to fall in love with each other. And it was a bit different than just regular romantic comedy.
Yeah.
Because of the time loop.
It helped that both characters were funny as hell. Like,
yeah.
I like how crazy she was. Like, I don't know, like, she got to the point where she was like, well, nothing matters anyway, so why not just, like, get this cop to try to tase me?
Yeah, I like that.
See, and that's what we keep going back to, is I dug that they did whatever the heck they wanted because they knew they were just going to do it all over again the next day. I also like that, like, they've remembered everything that went on.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
like they don't just forget, like,
what happened. Yeah. The day before.
Like, man was living a choose your own adventure novel, and he had been going through like 1,000 different scenarios at this point.
Oh, and if that didn't reel you in, what I think will is, this was really surprising. There's also another man that's stuck in the time loop with him, and they kind of hit it off one night, and then they got in the time loop together, which it'll be a spoiler if we tell you how, so I'm not gonna say it. But what's surprising is that man, his name's Roy, and he was played by J.K. Simmons.
Was that J.K. Simmons?
That was him, dude. I thought it was at first, but I wasn't sure, and then I looked it up.
I did not know that.
And I was like pleasantly surprised, because I love him. He's a really good actor.
He was a good character in here too.
I know he was funny, but at the same time, you knew his motivation for stuff he did.
I like how, like, it showed him just being wild that night, and then he was so wholesome for the rest of the movie after that.
I know, he was just like, screw it, just do whatever. But
I didn't get how. Or actually, I think that's a spoiler. Never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know what else I could say without it being a spoiler.
I did like No, that's a spoiler too. Never mind.
And what we could say is, this whole time, Niles and Sarah, they're connected because it's Sarah's wedding, and that's kind of how they meet too.
Sarah's sister.
Sarah's sister's wedding. Sorry.
Superman's wedding.
Superman's. Yeah, the groom was Superman. That's hilarious. Or the CW Superman, to clarify.
Tyler Hoechlin.
That his name?
I think so.
Which I had no problems with the actors. Not even the side actors. They were pretty good.
Yeah, everyone did a solid job.
And yeah, I would really recommend this movie. It's a good Hulu movie.
Yeah, it was pretty solid. It was not what I was expecting going in. I'm
So
pleasantly surprised.
let's give our reviews, scores, whatever.
I'm gonna give it an 8.
I am gonna give it an 8 too.
I'll go to 7.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I knew he was gonna do it too.
That's
I
okay.
was expecting a 6 from him, honestly, but it was a solid movie.
All right, so since if y'all don't want spoilers, then please don't continue. But thank you so much for listening. We are on a lot of platforms right now. We are on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, and YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. If you're on anything else, please give us a rating, any feedback, and we'll see you next time. Make sure you say hi to your mom for us. Okay, so now we're finally getting into the spoiler review. What are some certain things y'all want to talk about? Scenes.
I like how when they got pulled over, what's his name? Niles was like, "Hey, you can't do that. Like, yeah, we can do whatever we want, but you still don't need to do any. Like, you still need to kill people, or you know."
Yeah, he's like, hey. Just because we can do whatever we want doesn't mean you can just go like murdering people. Like,
just because you
go off the deep end,
you can do what you want. What are you doing?
Yeah, I loved that they kept emphasizing that even though it's endless time, there's still like consequences. And like, because like he was like, well, yeah, if we die, we still come back, or we can just go through the cave and come back. But he even said, but we don't want to die because that you can still feel all that pain.
Yeah, he was just like, if we're gonna die, we're gonna die quickly at least. He was like, the worst part was like dying in the ICU or something. He was like, that was awful.
Like how he put his head on the dashboard when
yeah, and they're like, what are you doing? You're like, oh, you want it to be fast. We can come back after we die, but the pain's still there.
Yeah.
And how, what do you call it? I really liked how there's also consequence, because it's not at the beginning we think, oh, it's just the time loop, they're just gonna keep going through it, like no consequence. But then that's when they introduce Roy hunting his ass down.
Dude, whenever they first showed him to us, I was like, what is going on here?
Me too. When they were
I thought it was like some Terminator stuff we were about to see going on.
When that arrow went through him, I was like, what's going on?
Okay, how long?
I like how casual he was about it too. He was like, oh crap.
Oh yeah.
It's like, I thought I could smell you.
I wonder how many times Roy's killed him.
Oh, dude, a lot.
A lot. He's used to it.
Amount.
Yeah. No,
He's like, Roy, one last time, please, to save the trouble.
How much time passed between them getting pulled over and then him going to see Roy? Because like that Roy was like way different, and he's just like,
it had to have been had to have been weeks, because he said, well, the last time I saw you, like, I got put in the hospital.
I think that it's because like Roy finally said, like, he finally accepted he's gonna be in the loop. He'd rather just spend it with his kids and his wife.
Another thing I didn't understand about that part is he was like, what are you doing here? You can't be here. And he told his neighbors, hey, it's just my nephew. Like, who cares what they think? Like, they're not gonna, like, it's not gonna restart tomorrow, you know?
I
kept thinking like it's just one day with him.
No, I think it was because he wanted it to feel normal. Right. So at that point, he hadn't gone to see him because he wanted to feel normal at that point. So whenever he showed up, he was like, son of a bitch, right when I thought I was going to be able to enjoy my existence without you, you show up.
I think he's trying, like the normalization of it, I think, but also he doesn't want to like have his neighbors react in an awful way. And then like he wakes up the next day and like they don't remember that, but he remembers that they acted that way and he just sees them different.
Right.
Kind of thing.
It was just him protecting his own little bubble. Like that was his safe space.
Yeah. So that's why and also he was also screaming like, "Hey, can you kill me, please? Can you?"
Yeah, dude, that made me laugh. Where he was just there, he's like, "Kill me, please, torture me, do whatever you want."
Yeah, and then that's when
You
he was
win.
like, "Oh, he's just delusional. Don't worry about him."
And he was like, "Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up."
But yeah, no, he did a really good job. And I what do you call it? I liked the all the freaking twists and turns it had, like how we found out that Sarah actually was cheating on, not cheating, her sister's husband was cheating on her with her.
Yeah, bro, I thought it was so funny whenever he was like, "Oh God, I'm a terrible person." And he just like broke down,
he
and I was
started
like, "Oh
crying.
my God, yeah, dude!" I started laughing so hard, dude.
I knew that she was going to be like with someone. I just wasn't expecting it to be him. Because like every time she woke, you could hear the shower going. You know.
Yeah,
I was just so surprised.
You can just. I like the background they gave to every character. Like for Sarah, especially, like her character development was wild. Because
He's my favorite character.
Yeah, she started out as this, like, even to herself, like this horrible person that has done all these horrible things, and now she's like not cheated. Now she helped the husband cheat, but then she wants this. I don't know if you'd say redemption, but she's starting to see that like she wants to be a good person.
Mm-hmm.
And then she finally found Niles, which really, I think Niles really helped her develop as well. Because I like how long Niles was in the time loop too, because he found out his girlfriend cheated on him. And he got used to it.
Or whatever he was like, the first time we saw it, and he was like, "Yeah, they're like destined to be together, no matter what." And then it like hit me later when I was watching it, and I was like, "Oh my God, this man!"
Then he was like, "There are 1,000 different realities. They'd still end up together," is what he said, or something like that.
Oh yeah, because he goes, and I like that too, because I like that we don't see every single day. Like it could flash forward, and then he finally reveals that all this stuff happened.
Yes, I'm so glad they don't do like the cliche where they show them like the first 5 minutes of their day every time.
Single time. Yeah, I hate
At least this time, every time they wake up, it would be different. Like,
yeah,
one day Sarah would be there waking him up. The next day he'd be getting up and he'd be like, "I'm not cheating. You're cheating, silly goose," and then just walk away.
Yeah, or even like you said, the very first scene makes so much sense now, because when he woke up and him and his girlfriend were having sex, he had like no emotion whatsoever.
Yeah, and he was like, "I can't finish," and I was like, "Well, that sucks." And then he was like, and then I was like, "Oh, he can't finish because he actually hates this woman."
And then I think one of my favorite wake ups was when he woke up and the girl was like, "Come on, we have to go," or she said something and he was like, "Yeah, you're just gonna cheat on me, whatever."
Dude, that made me laugh.
And she was like, "What do you mean?"
She was like, "What?" Or one of the ones was whenever he was just mocking her, like word for word, like as it was happening, like perfect synchronization.
And then they started screaming. And she was all freaked out.
Quit pretending you know everything.
I even what I liked how it differentiated at the very beginning was how it showed the way Niles has reacted, because he's lived through it for years and years, and then how Sarah reacted in the beginning, how she was just freaking out, and he was like, "Yep, he knew exactly." She was like, "Yep, that's what happens at first."
Yeah, but he's like, "What's up, rookie?" And then he was like, "We can skip this phase of like try to kill yourself, or we can just get straight to the happy bits." And she was like, "No," and floors it into the 18-wheeler.
She was like, "I want to go home."
Oh God, that's awful.
I guess.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead. No, you could. This is something different.
No, that's fine.
I was gonna say, I guess I haven't seen Andy Samberg in a while, because he looked so different and like so much older in this movie.
Yeah,
like he looked. I didn't even realize it was him at first.
Really,
he just looked so different. Yeah,
he didn't look that much different. He just looked more like buffed out, I guess.
I didn't think he looked that bad.
Bulky.
I think he looks a lot older than, I guess, his other movies.
Yeah,
not really.
What I'm used to seeing him as, I guess.
I don't think we mentioned this to anyone. Well, obviously they're gonna know, but like the time loop is through a cave system. Like it didn't start until Sarah walked in the cave.
Or it didn't start until he walked in the cave.
I wonder how it started with him, actually.
They showed that he walked into that cave with Roy.
Well, no, but
that was
it had already
before.
shown that he had already done that before.
Yeah.
That's why he was like, because whenever Roy was like, I want to live this day forever, he was like,
Oh yeah.
oh, I got just the thing for you.
Oh yeah, they were drunk.
So I want to know like how it started.
They were not just drunk; they were very like
Wasted.
off of cocaine.
I liked the comedy. Dude, one of my favorite parts that they said, it was so funny. Whenever he was talking to Sarah or something, and he was like, "Yeah, I fucked her. I had sex with her,"
dude.
and then he's like, "And even that guy," and she's like, "What the?"
Yeah.
No, he was like, and your dad, and
Oh yeah.
she was like, what? And he was like, I got you though. Oh my god.
And like he's so bored that he's just done all these different things. He has no care in the world. He was like, "Yeah, at least I tried it."
I thought it was so funny at the end whenever they're back to normal, and then they're like, "Hey, what are you doing in my pool?" And he's like, "Oh, I guess that's when they come back from vacation."
Yeah, I guess he come back November 10th. The day they relived over and over was my birthday.
Really? Oh yeah.
How do you know that? Oh, it says that. Never mind.
I also regarding the ending too, because the way they ended it was crazy with how Sarah just started studying all this physics crap, and she found out like you needed to like die in like a millisecond, to explode the whole freaking thing, which I thought was pretty crazy. But I liked at the end when Roy went up to Niles and like Niles had like he was like, "Huh? Do I know you?" Like as if it restarted for him, not restarted. Like it's like that reality is different now.
Wait,
yeah, because that's what
I got lost
at the end. Whenever Roy was like, "Hey, I got the text from your girlfriend. Her theory on how to get us out of here." And then Niles is like, "I don't know you. I've never seen you before." And then Roy was like, this crazy son of a bitch.
He was like, "Oh yeah, this is gonna work."
Yeah, because it was like they were all stuck in that one reality, but the moment they freed themselves from that reality, it's like it reset.
I think it's cool though that he was still able to send him like a message right before they left. Like they didn't forget about him.
Yeah, me too. I'm glad they didn't forget about him.
Well, you're saying I don't think I saw that. Or what?
The ending. Was it after credits or no? I think it was before, wasn't it?
I think there was 2 after credit scenes.
Really? I didn't see any after credits.
Yeah, there was. Yeah.
So they reached out to Roy?
Yeah, before they went through.
And and then whenever he found out that it worked is because he went back to the party and he was like, he walked up to
Niles again,
and Niles like pretended like he'd met him for the first time that night. Like he was like starting over like 100%. Like you didn't know him, and that's how he knew that it had worked.
That sounds that's so messed up. So they did just leave him there.
They didn't. They gave him the way out.
Yeah, he knows it works.
Out. Well, I know, but they could have took him.
Well, no, he didn't want to. Remember, that's what he told Niles. He was like, I'm fine now, living my life. That was a really good scene too, when he was talking about how he can't watch his kids grow up, though.
Yeah, he was like, I had so much hate for you, dude. He was like, I'll never get to walk my daughter down the aisle.
Well, now he will.
And he was like, this was a good day.
I know, I felt bad for him. But yeah.
I think the funny part is he was like, it was a good day, but like 90% of that night was him being off of cocaine and drunk as shit.
And it was a good day. But yeah, and happy ending. It ended just how it started, and floating in a pool. Very chill movie.
Yeah, I thought it was a very well put together movie. I didn't really have any problems with it.
Yeah, me neither.
It's a nice, goofy little comedy. It made me laugh. I didn't feel like any of the jokes were super corny. Not the ones that were. There were some that were like intentionally bad, but
I felt like they pieced it together really good.
Yeah, it was really good,
especially for a time loop movie. But yeah, I'm sticking to my
best
score.
comedy I've seen in a long time.
Yeah,
it's the first comedy in a long time I've seen that's actually made me laugh,
especially a rom-com. What about you, Anthony? You sticking your score?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with 7.
Okay.
All right. Well, I guess on that note, if you guys stuck it all the way through, make sure to check out our YouTube. We're going to be uploading some very, very interesting content coming up. Actually, by the time this has gone out, we should have already had some new content going up on our YouTube. Be sure to check us out on Instagram at _the Hooligan Hangout official _ for any further updates if you want. Whatever platform you're listening to us on now, go listen to us on every other Spotify or podcast platform that you've ever heard of. And we appreciate all the ratings, all the support. And if you guys could keep going, we'd really appreciate it. On that note, have a great whatever time of day it is, and say hi to your moms for us.